Now, this sleep apnea relief, this is one of your most popular ones. There's another one.
Yes, it is.
The more popular one is to deal with hemorrhoids, right?
Well, it depends on which problem it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't want to take the hemorrhoid medicine if I'm having sleep apnea because it's just
how many people are affected by sleep apnea? Do you have any idea?
Well, it's interesting that you should say that because one of the problems with sleep apnea is that it happens while we're asleep.
Right.
Yeah, which makes it very difficult to know whether it's happening to you.
Unless you
Unlike
wake yourself
hemorrhoids,
up.
where we're all very aware what's
what a
happening.
pain in the butt it is.
Yeah, well, yeah.
What a pain in the butt, you know?
Well, the only way you know is, number one, you're waking yourself up. And you're really
probably exhausted in the morning.
You betcha.
But the problem with that is, guys, is that sometimes it doesn't wake you up. It simply keeps you from sleeping well.
Mm-hmm.
And, in fact, you can have a lot of other things that can disturb your sleep. There are so many things that can spoil a good night's sleep for you.
Like a little Maltese dog.
Yeah, in fact, a market crash or too many political ads, and the problem is that when you have a situation where you're sleeping poorly, identifying what the problem is quite difficult for you to do. If you want to go in for a sleep study, you got to wait, sometimes 6 weeks, and it can cost $3,000 or $4,000.
Wow!
You go in for one night, sleep in a laboratory. It's an artificial environment. There are so many things that can go wrong with that you often come away with a misdiagnosis. And so sleep problems are probably the most misdiagnosed medical problem out there. So, that being said, the CDC will tell you there's 40 million of us suffering from sleep apnea. I would suggest the number is far higher than that. Mm-hmm. Because let's look for a moment at what the cause is. Sleep apnea means when you stop breathing and you're sleeping. A lot of us can do that, but if we only do it once or twice an hour, it doesn't disturb our sleep. If it doesn't disturb our sleep, we're not suffering from sleep apnea. So we wouldn't be given that diagnosis, we wouldn't be treated for it. It doesn't mean we don't have cessations of breathing while we're sleeping.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So there are lots and lots of people out there that have cessations while they're sleeping, but don't have enough of them, or they don't occur frequently enough to actually get the diagnosis.
Right.
And even fewer of those get to their doctor, recognize they have a problem, get assigned to a sleep clinic, and get a proper diagnosis.
Well, in my case, Elise was the one who was sitting there saying, "You have sleep apnea. I can't sleep because of your snoring and your stopping breathing and all of that. You need to go to the doctor." And so I went to the doctor, and I'm like, all right, Elise, she thinks I have sleep apnea. And next thing I know, I'm in for a sleep study.
Yep.
And after break, we're going to talk about the sleep study and what we're doing about it now. We'll be right back.